hair down. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne, and that's me. I'm Jeanne. Just while we're waiting for a few people to sign on, just got to wait for them to come on up, and we've got to get the other tablet set up here. It's giving us a problem, and it's not mine this time. It is not mine. Okay. All right. Here they come. All right. Welcome everybody. I'm seeing some new names. If you're not, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. We are trying so hard to get our numbers up. We need about 200 more people to subscribe, and then we can actually have a program to where we might even get paid. So that would be nice. It would be very helpful for us. But either way, I do these readings. There is no charge whatsoever to anyone. It is my give back to Spirit for all that they do for me and the way they help me. So just, come on. I cannot tell you everyone exactly. Oh, hold on one second. Tommy, I love you. Have a good night, sweetheart. Tell Boo I said the same thing. That's my grandson's in North Carolina. All right. I cannot guarantee to get to everybody. I don't pick and choose who I read for on this show. I let Spirit tell me where I'm supposed to be going, okay? So just kind of bear with me a little bit. I'm trying to get things set, and it's just not different tonight.
It's not different.
No, I'm just saying the energy is different tonight. Okay. All right. We are pulling the name tonight. We will in a few minutes for our free reading for those of you that have shared. And please continue to share our shows as much as possible. By doing that, you're helping us, and as a payback for you folks, at the end of the month, the last Wednesday of the month, we pull a name from everyone that has shared, and you get a free reading. And that is a full reading. It's not like what we do here on the show. On the show, it's message work that I'm doing. It will be, the drawing is for a full reading. Also, actually tonight is the anniversary of our 1 year show on Facebook. So we've been kind of celebrating that the last couple of days. I can't believe it's been a whole year. But all right. Let's see. As I get going here, please know that, donations are appreciated, but they're not mandatory. And a donation does not guarantee you a reading here. We ask for the donations to help us with coming together with the money to have a building so it's not in our home. But boy, it takes a lot. It's a long time coming, but we are working on it. So, all right. Destiny Lyons, how are you doing tonight? Well, I hope so, Destiny. I'd love to have you in class. I'd love to have everybody in class. And I'll talk about that in a couple minutes. Destiny, the first thing I'm getting with you is speed. It's like you do everything at a super fast speed. There's a man that's telling me this, and he's laughing about it. He's saying she gets that from me. I don't know if this is a father or a grandfather. I'm more inclined to say grandfather with him. It's an older gentleman. But he thinks it's funny. He loves your energy. He says you have a very high energy. And he's saying that that's going to take you places. It's going to help you a lot in your life. Okay. There's a lot of love coming from him. He's also talking about some changes that are coming. He's saying, don't let it throw you. Keep going the way you're supposed to be going, and you'll be okay. Everything happens for a reason, even if you don't understand it right away. So I'll leave that for now, Destiny. And while we're on the subject of classes, folks, we have 2 classes starting. One will be on Thursday evenings, and they start next Thursday on September 5th. I can't believe it's going to be September already. From 7 to 9, or if that doesn't work for you, we will have them on Monday evenings as well. The classes are filling up quickly, so if you're really interested in them, please private message either myself or Michelle Forsey, and we will get the information to you right away so that you don't miss out on anything. Also, tomorrow I will be on I Heal LLC, Thursday afternoon or evening from 6 to 6:30, and that is to answer any questions that anyone has about spiritual development, psychic development, mediumship, anything like that. So be sure to tune in there. All right. And again, share as much as possible, folks, please. Let's get the numbers out there so that we can get people in. For every time you share, whether it's once or 10 times, if you share 10 times, your name will go in for 10 different times for the drawing. So, Michelle, why don't we get the drawing done so we can get that? Okay, are we ready here? Had a lot of names in here now. Okay. Linda Carthage Somerton. I haven't seen her on yet. If anyone knows her, please let her, give her the heads up and let her know that she has won the free reading for the YouTube shows. Just give me a call and we will do that. All right, let's see, where are we going here? We got a lot of energy in here going tonight. If you're hearing strange noises, folks, it's like we've got people walking upstairs. It's just a really wild energy here. It's a good energy. It feels good. And yes, I live in a spirit occupied house. Okay. Carrie Barbaletta. I'm sorry. I know I'm not pronouncing that name right. Okay. Carrie, there's a man standing here. He's telling me he wasn't always standing. He's showing me things like, like walkers and wheelchairs, and it's his way of telling me that he had a really hard time walking or mobility was an issue for him. I want to say a grandfather with this, a grandfather or a great uncle, but I feel there's laughter coming from him. He's up and he's dancing and he's saying, look at me. He says, I can move and I feel great. But it's like I want to say this man, Carrie, is your own personal cheering section. There's so much love coming from him and laughter. It's like, have you been feeling really good lately? It's like I keep seeing a big smile, both from him and I almost feel like that smile is contagious. All right. Anyway, he wants you to know that he's here. Things are going to get a little bit rough for a little bit, but he's saying you've got what it takes to get through it. And he says, just, go forward with your life, enjoy it to the best of your ability, because, things get crazy sometimes, but he wants you to know that even in those crazy times, he's here with you. And he always had a joke for you when he was alive or when he was living in the physical world. Well, I say it that way because I still consider them alive. They're just alive in spirit. When he was in the physical world, he always had the ability to make you smile and make you happy. And he's saying he's still there and he's still working that energy. So just know that he's there. Know that there's a lot of love, and that no matter what life throws at you, you're going to be fine, because you're definitely on an upward swing in your life. I also feel someone coming into your life. I'm not sure if it's male or female. I'm more inclined to say male. But that's for another time. Right now, it's like he's going, just brushing that off. But know that he's with you. He's got your back, is what I want to say. Is he has your back. He's making sure that, none of the any pitfalls that life can hand you are just that. And he's making sure that they're not going to affect you or interrupt your life. A lot of strong energy coming from him. I'll leave that. God bless. What a lot of people don't realize, and I guess when we named the program, we did it wrong. When we said spiritual readings, it should be spiritual messages, because it's not a full reading that I'm doing here by any stretch. It is messages that come from your spirit loved ones. So please just kind of keep that in mind, and I won't get in trouble. All right. Yeah, I think we should change it here pretty soon. Yeah. All right. Is it Sheila Rich? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that first name correctly. Is it Shelly or Sheila? Right here. Shella. Shella. Okay, if I'm murdering your name, I apologize ahead of time, okay? Not doing it on purpose. All right, okay. She said yes, so I guess she's okay with it. All right. Sheila, when your name came up, I seen a male hand pointing to your name, and I feel like I'm just hunched over. It's like there's so much weight on my shoulders. And it's almost like he's pushing me down and he's telling me the weight that's on your shoulders right now. Do you understand what he's talking about? I truly don't. But anyway, all right, I'll just give the message the way it's coming through. He's saying there's a lot of weight on you right now. You know, that it's like everybody and their brother has been coming to you and expecting you to make things all right in their lives. He's saying, honey, it's because you're a healer, you know, a natural healer. And he's saying, if you can, don't turn your back on them, even the ones that you don't particularly care for. He said, because in reality, what's happening is they're reaching out to you, they're asking for help. You know, they don't understand necessarily why they're asking you, other than, you know, that they like you or it feels right. But this man is telling me that it's because you're a healer, that you have so much to give. You have all your entire life. And he's saying, don't worry. He said some of that energy is coming back to you. And he's using, excuse me, using the term, it's coming back in a boatload. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but he's got a big smile on his face. He wants you to know that he loves you. He's proud of who you are. He's proud of who you have become with your life. And he's saying, but there's so much more good stuff ahead. He says, just remember that. And he's here. It's like I want to say he's trying to, for as much as I felt that weight on my shoulders for a few moments, it was symbolic, and it's like he's trying to lift that weight off your shoulders. So just remember that, especially when things get a little rough, as they often do in this physical lifetime, that, you know, you've got spirit there that's helping you every step of the way. Okay, God bless. All right. All right. Chris Brown, how are you? Chris, as your name started to come up, it's like a monk standing here. I don't know if he's a priest or a monk, but I want to say a monk. He's been with you for a lot of years. Excuse me. Oh, great. Now I got the hiccups. All right, Chris. I need to ask, and if you could answer me, it would help me a great deal. But have you been questioning religion or religious beliefs or religious theosophy or theology? Has that been like forefront in your mind lately? Because I feel like this monk that's here, he's the reason for it. It's a good thing. It's nothing bad. It's like he's here to make you to research, to look, to find, to just um to find your way. All right, well, in your head, yeah. The only way he can. You know, he wants you to know that's him. And all he's trying to do is give you direction, where to look, how to look, who to question. And as a minister myself, and I tell people I'm not a minister because I chose to be. I just someone else chose it for me. But meaning spirit. But Chris, you have a lot to offer, a lot to give. I feel like and he's showing me the statue of the thinker. I don't know if it's a Greek or Roman statue, but the thinker. And he's telling me that these are things that you need to contemplate in order to move forward in your life. And as you question them, incorporate them into your own life. And I feel it's like books opening for you, and it's just life itself is opening up a whole new chapter for you. It's coming. I feel really good with it. I feel very spiritual with it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And this is coming from me, Chris, not necessarily from spirit, but this is from me. Any minister, any medium, any priest, rabbi, when you ask them questions about their religious beliefs, if they tell you you shouldn't be asking or you need to just have faith, run away, because those are the people that they want to control you with their beliefs. It's we're here, folks. We're not here to survive. The good Lord, however you perceive God to be, we were put here to succeed, not just to survive. And that's in anything that we choose. So didn't mean to preach, sorry. Just the way the message came through. Bless you, Chris, and good luck. All right. Okay, folks, this Saturday night, the 31st, is our circle in Ballston Spa at 20 Malta Avenue. It's at the community. I'm not sure if it's a community house or the community center, but it's 20 Malta Avenue. Come on up and join us. It's at 7 o'clock. It's $10 a person, and we're building a good group out there, and it feels really nice. Also, we have our open circles on Friday here in St. Johnsville. If you've never sat in a circle before, St. Johnsville is a place to start, possibly, because it doesn't cost anything. You're never just thrown into something and not understand it. We explain everything, the whole process before we get started, so you're not walking in blind. But it's a wonderful, wonderful exchange of energies between ourselves and the spirit realms. And we can guarantee that everyone that is there will receive a message from someone, whether it comes through myself or Michelle or Roberta Foglia or Laura Waters, any of the other mediums that I have with us. We all work very hard to help people understand what spirit communication is all about and what a beautiful thing it is. Okay. Alicia Crystal Tomlinson, how are you? Okay, I gotta ask, and if I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. Alicia, are you pregnant or are you trying to become pregnant? Don't bite my head off with this one, okay? Just asking. Okay. I'm asking because I'm seeing a baby being put in your arms. That's why I'm asking if this is literal or if it's symbolic to me. Um, okay, no. All right, then this is telling what the spirit is telling me is that this infant represents a new beginning, something brand new and wonderful. I love babies, okay? But Alicia, you've got something new and wonderful coming in, and it's coming um, on the wings of a female, is what I'm getting. There's a woman that steps in, and I feel very angelic with her whole vibration. I don't know that she is because I feel a physical connection to you. It's someone that was like an angel to everybody in the family, just full of love, full of light, full of positive energy. Because when she left or when she passed, the biggest thing was, oh, how could that happen? She was such a good person. Anyway, she's here. There's, it's like she's wrapping her arms around you, and she's saying, "Don't worry, you've earned this. Things have been rough for the last year or two." And she's saying they want to give you a gift. Spirit wants to make sure that you know that it comes from them. Um, and like I said, I don't. I wish I could tell you exactly what it is. I don't feel it's a literal infant, but it is symbolic of all this good in the world. Okay, enjoy it. God bless. All right. September 15th, folks, we will be at Summer's Best Fall Festival at Summer's Best Ice Cream on Briggs Street in Johnstown. We'll be there from 11 to 4, both myself and Michelle. I will be doing readings. She will be giving or offering healing. She does some wonderful jobs with that.
Yes. So come see us.
Okay. So by all means, come on and see us. I love meeting people and being able to put names to faces. I'm terrible remembering names, but
At least
believe it or
stop by
not,
and see us, say hello.
yeah, stop and say hello. Love to meet people. All right. Ashley McIntosh. Hi, Ashley. Ashley, there's two people here. One is an older gentleman and one is younger, and they're showing me a roller coaster. And for as much as I want to say, for as much as the old man is laughing, the younger one is standing there, and it's like he's frowning. Have things been like a roller coaster for your life lately, especially the last couple weeks? Because all I'm hearing is get used to it. It's gonna keep going for a while. Um, all right. It's not a negative message, okay? Because I'm seeing and hearing the laughter from this older man, and he's saying that these roller coasters are going to keep going for a little while, but don't let it throw you. You've got what it takes. And he says you're going to be sorry. He says you're going to be sad when it stops because you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Um, but it's all given with love, and it's given in good faith that you can handle whatever's coming your way. It's nothing overly traumatic. It's not like there's a death in the family or anything like that. I just feel life itself interrupting and creating that roller coaster for you. So just hang in there, do the best you can. You've got a lot of support on the other side, because he keeps doing this. Look over my shoulder, the older man does, and I look over and I can see this a very large group of people. And I feel it's not just family and friends. I feel it's a lot of spiritual energy that's working with you and has been for some time. I don't know if you're aware of it or not. Um, okay, he's telling me that you are. The younger man, though, he's still frowning, and I'm trying to figure out why he's frowning. Um, and believe it, this is unusual, folks, because he's saying, "You didn't remember me." Something about an anniversary of his passing. And very much like a spoiled child. But he's saying, "You didn't remember me." But he said, "It's okay. He just wants you to remember him. He wants you to think about him once in a while." A younger man, I don't feel, um, I hate to say this, but I don't feel he died a natural death. It's not like he died from illness, and that would be a natural death, either at the hands of another or himself. I'm not sure which. But just he wants to be remembered, but he wants people to remember him as the good person he tried to be. And that's his whole purpose for being here. I don't know who it is. It's possible it's your brother. I just know it's a younger man, and he didn't die naturally. Um, but he wants to be remembered. He wants to be remembered with a smile. He's saying it's just what he wants. Okay, I'll leave that. Hopefully, that'll make sense to you, or at least in a little bit, you'll understand what we're talking about. Okay, Blossom Kiss. I need a first name. I literally, I have a spirit here blowing kisses towards you. I need your first name, please. I know who I'm talking to. Okay, hold on here. Are you still with us? Michelle. Okay. All right. Michelle, you've got a woman here and she's blowing kisses. Um, it's like that's whenever you greeted her when she was in the physical world, whether it's walking into a room or leaving a room, you always blew kisses back and forth. Would you know who I'm talking about? She's saying she misses those. Anyway, Michelle, she's here with a lot of love. She's also telling me, all right, she's also telling me that an anniversary or something is coming up very soon. And she's saying, no tears, no tears. I don't want to see tears. Just remember the kisses and just no more tears. She's saying, you need to get on with your life. I need to do mine. I'm always here. I've never left you. I love you. But she doesn't want any more tears. She's saying that time is past. And it's like I just feel the arm is just giving me this great big hug, and the hug is for you. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Um, I'll leave that with blessings. Okay. Sarah Jade, 96. Sarah, do you live at a great distance from here? I'm in upstate New York. Okay, do you live at a great distance from us? Okay, why am I seeing this then? All right, there's a man that comes in, and how he's identifying to me, Sarah, is he was at a great distance from you when he passed, because he's saying he never got to speak with you before he passed. I feel a lot of love coming from him, but I also feel great distance. He just wants you to know it's okay. He understands, and that distance isn't there anymore. There is no more distance. He says he's right here, right beside you. And he says, and I always pop in every day just to make sure you're okay. I almost feel like a father with him, or a fatherly type of person. If it wasn't your biological father, it was someone you looked at like a second dad. Okay, it's just he was, I want to say, even though he lived at a distance from you, it was like he was your go-to person. You would pick up a phone or whatever when you needed someone to talk to. And he's saying, you can still talk to me. Remember that. You can always still talk to me. I always hear you. So then you'll hear the answers. You'll know the answers by the time you're done. Okay? It's given with love, so blessings. All right. Folks, when you're coming on with a screen name other than your first name, please put your name next to it. You know, number one, it helps spirit to identify who this is, and it also helps me to make that connection. Okay? Thank you. Very good. Gabriella. I have a little woman here, and she's talking a million miles a minute here. She speaks very fast. I'm very heavily accented. I'm having a hard time understanding the physical words that she's saying. Would you know who I'm talking about? If you can help me out here, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, it's okay, but she's telling me you know who she is. She loved to talk. Talking was her big thing, and it used to drive everybody around her nuts. All right? I don't mean to be rude. It's just she's saying, well, it's the truth. She knew it, but it was like she always had so much to say. And she's still going at it now. And it's like I'm trying to get her to just calm down so I can understand her. It's almost, I don't know if it's an accent or if it's another language or a combination of the two. But basically, the message that I'm getting from her is, I love you. but there's something going on around you that she's concerned about right now. Very Italian. Okay, that would make sense to me. Um, she's some there's something going on around you. Are you planning to travel? I don't know if it's like I'm seeing an airplane, and she's telling me just stay off the planes. Just find some other way to go. All right. She wants you to find another way of transportation. And I don't believe it's because of a problem happening. I believe it's because of her own personal thing where she absolutely hated planes. It's like that they were the devil incarnate to her. She hated planes that strongly and she doesn't want you on one. Um, Not for any other reason other than the fact that she doesn't like them. She's still um, she was very influential in your life, whether you realize it or not. She's still trying to be that influence, and she said, and in many ways she is. But know that it's given with a pure heart. She's not trying to control you. She never truly did. It's just okay. She just believed that um, when she spoke, people needed to hear her because it was given um, with such intensity. She was only trying to do what was best for people. She's still trying now, but she's saying this fast talking was her burden. She's having a hard time controlling that part of it. Anyway, there's a lot of love, Gabrielle, and just know that she's there. Okay? God bless. All right. Is it Larry Smith? Thank you, Christy. Um, there's a man that comes in for you, Larry, and he's walking with his hands behind his back, a very slow saunter type of walk. Um, the type of walk where if you were walking in a park and you were just enjoying the view and just enjoying the lazy type of day. He was like this in life. He always gave that impression where nothing was ever stressful, nothing was ever in a hurry. He just took his own sweet time and did what he felt he had to do. Um, he's telling me that you're a lot like him, but you have a bad temper where he didn't, and he's laughing about it. He thinks it's funny. I don't mean to be rude in any way, so please don't take it as that. Um, but he's telling me, Larry, that you had a bad temper. He said that's the difference between the two of you. And he says, but where he needed to become more forceful, you need to quiet down more. He's saying, it's crazy when literally when you have to die to realize these things. He's saying there's many times he should have stood up for himself and for others around him, and he didn't. And for that, it's like he's apologizing. But he's saying, where you've gone the other end of the spectrum, being maybe hot-headed or angry a lot. He's saying we'll find a balance together. Okay, just I don't know. I hope it makes sense. I hope you can understand it. You may not see yourself as having a temper, but he definitely did. So I'll leave that with you. God bless. All right. Let me take just a second here, folks. All right, we're halfway through already. Um, Again, Friday nights, please join us for Open Spirit Communication Circle here in St. Johnsville. It's at 7:30. Also, this Saturday, once a month, the last Saturday of every month, we have our Open Spirit Communication Circle in Ballston Spa. It is at 7 p.m. sharp. It's $10 a person, and it's welcome to anyone and everyone. It's wonderful to be a part of some of these because until you experience spirit communication yourself for the first time, to some people it's not really real. but it's open for everyone. We give everyone messages because we're able to do that within the time frame. So just come on in and enjoy it with us. Experience it yourself, and you'll understand why we do what we do. Okay? Excuse me for 1 second here. I got to tell you, Eric, I know you're on here tonight, and it's to the point where now I feel guilty every time I have a Diet Pepsi. Thank you very much. Just thought I had to say that. And while I'm on the subject, Eric, wow, I just got slapped, folks. Okay, and yes, spirit does do that sometimes. Eric, I know you're on here. There's a woman that comes on and she's telling me I should listen better. Wow, okay. But she's here for you. She was a force to be reckoned with when she was here in the physical world. She didn't put up with nothing from nobody. And if she thought you needed a slap, she would give you one. Do you know who I'm talking about? I hope so, because I just got it. Because she's telling me I should listen better. I'm trying, okay, folks? All right. Eric, she's saying there's something around you that you need to stand up to someone. I feel it's an older man, someone that the only way I can explain this, Eric, is someone that befriended you a long time ago has done something, and this woman is very upset about it. And she's saying, don't tolerate that. Don't allow that to happen. You're better than that. It's like she wants to, I don't believe it's something that needs to be reinforced with you, but she feels it is. She wants you to know that she loves you for the person that you are, for the man that you've become. And she's saying, don't let anybody take that away from you, and especially him, all over something so silly. I don't know what it's about. Um, Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. I believe there's been some disagreement or a misunderstanding. All right. Well, if it's not there now, it's something very, very close, like literally within hours or within days. It's coming in because she wants you to know that you don't have to stand for that. You can stand up to him and tell him the realities that are truly around. Okay. Just remember we talked about it, please. I don't. Um, no, this is more like a grandmother. This isn't a mother. This is a grandmother. She, she said that's how she wants to be remembered. Is she saying, she didn't have a problem reaching over and cuffing you if you were doing something wrong. In today's day and age, that just don't happen. But she always said that family was always absolute to her. It was always absolute. It was like everything was about the family, and she wouldn't stand for anyone coming in and creating a problem on any level. And she's just saying that this one is, and she doesn't like him. She wants it stopped. Remember that we talked about it, please. And for lack of anything else, it concerns money. Okay, I'll leave that. Hopefully, you'll understand what I'm talking about in a day or two. Okay, God bless. Can we scroll that back down a little bit? There was someone trying to. Right there. Okay. Thank you. Elijah Greenwood. Hi, Elijah. I don't know if the name Henry or Hank means anything to you. But I'm hearing Henry's here. He's very happy with something around you. You've just made some decisions recently. I don't know if it's a move. I think it is. It has something to do with a move, moving on or moving through. But he's very happy with you. He's saying, I knew you could do it. I knew it would work out. It just took a little bit longer than what he had thought it would, or he had hoped it would. but I do feel love coming from him, Elijah. And this man had something to do with naming you, by the way. He's saying if you don't remember, he had something to do with your name. Whether it's, you have part of his name or he has part of yours, I don't know. Um, but just a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, and tremendous strength coming from him. A strength of character. It's not a physical strength, but it's just, this man, everyone looked up to him. Remember that we talked about it, please, because it'll make sense later on, even if it doesn't right this moment. Um, and I'm saying that because this man is standing here and he's laughing and he's shaking his head back and forth like he doesn't understand it, but he will. So I got to give it and I got to leave it with that. Okay, I'll leave that. God bless. Sometimes, folks, it is very difficult because I don't know you. And I can only give the messages the way they are given to me, because if I don't, it shuts down. And that's happened a couple times in my lifetime. So I've learned my lesson as far as, even if you're standing there saying, no, I don't know what you're talking about, I still have to continue with it. Otherwise, it will shut down for me. And, 9.5 out of 10 times, you're going to say, an hour or two later, oh, I now I know what you were talking about, or I know who you were talking about. So please just hang in there, okay? Carol Vosberg. Carol, Ocean has been here, I want to say off and on all day, but she's pacing. So there's something going on within the family that she's not comfortable with. Did you have children? Okay, if you can answer me, it would help. But I feel there's children involved, and she's saying it's not right. Something's going on around children. All right, her children. And she's saying it's got to be fixed. It can't be like that. I wish I knew exactly what she was talking about, because she's talking about the children as, and saying literally they are an extension of me. She loves them dearly. She knows that they are where they are now, that they are loved. And that doesn't, and she's happy about that. Her minis, okay. Anyway, she's happy about where the children are, she says, because she knows that they are loved very much. But there's something, okay, come on, Ocean. I'm not a doctor here. There's something on a medical level that needs to be checked. I don't know what it is. I'm not a doctor here, and I'm not trying to do a panic type thing. She just wants things checked out. Primarily with their eyes, something with the children's eyes. She says, just have it checked. They're going to be fine. But other than that, she just wants you to know, Carol, that she loves you. She misses you. And she keeps talking about your temper. She's saying, for as much as Ocean liked to laugh and to get a party started, she's saying the two of you were opposites when it came to that. You like things nice and calm. She'd like to get the party going. That's as she's telling me, or that's how she believes it to be. But she loves you, and she knows that the messages will get given. That's why she's bringing it through for you tonight. Okay? All right. God bless. Thank you, Angela. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Broken Rose. I like that. Angela, I want to come to you. Because when I first looked at that, I thought it said the broken nose. Please forgive me. I didn't mean that. But then, it's like I got pushed in the arm and said, no, it's a rose. And they showed me a rose, but it wasn't a red rose. It was a white rose. Do white roses mean something particular to you? Okay, there's something about the rose. Um, it's a white rose and it's beautiful. Okay. To me, all right, as I'm trying to interpret what this woman is telling me, there's purity in the love that comes with the white rose. It's like that's what she wants to bring to you as a white rose. She wants you to know that she loved you unconditionally. I feel like a mother or a mother vibration with her. If it's not your biological mother, it's someone that you looked at like a second mom or someone that raised you along with your mom. But she's bringing you this rose, Angela, and she wants you to know that she's been holding on to it for a long time. She's saying for a long time she's wanted to tell you how much she loved you and how much your presence in her life made to her. Okay? I don't know that's the message. She wants you to know that how much you meant to her. She's been wanting to give you this rose for a while. So I hope you understand that. God bless. Right. I believe you are, Angela. You're on the right path. Because the energy that this woman comes through with, it's there. Michaela Higher, how are you? Wow. Michaela, I seen your name, and to tell you the truth, it just like a slap, real quick. My granddaughter's name was Michaela, and she spelled it the same way you spell yours, and that itself is interesting. Anyway, Michaela, I feel like there's several people that come in for you. And it's like you're walking a very long path, a very narrow path in your life. And they're telling me that many times you've wanted to turn off of that path and go to another direction, but you keep getting pushed back to the path. And they're saying that's all of us doing that because we want to make sure that you're okay, that you're happy, that you're protected and you're well. They're telling me that growing up was rough for you. And they want to make sure that whatever influence they can bring in now for you on a positive level is there, that you know it's them, that they're not going to let anything happen to you. But they're saying, don't worry, the path will widen out very soon. You're going to have some answers that you've been looking for. And I also want to say that there's some financial stuff going on that you're going to have some answers to or help with. It won't be so rough. Keep going. I'm hearing by December you'll have the relief that you need and that you've been looking for. But in the meantime, just know that the restrictions that are on you are because you're loved and they want to make sure that you're okay. All right? God bless. All right. Okay. Wow. Time's going quick. All right. Just, a couple more messages real quick here. Tomorrow night, I will be on I Heal LLC on Facebook. Thursday from 6 to 6:30. If you get on there a little bit ahead of time and ask to join, it's easier to get on the program with me. If you have any questions that you would like answered, and I'm not talking personal questions, about your life and so forth. I'm talking about questions that you want answers to, like about spirituality, spiritual growth, psychic development, mediumship, religion, any of that, please, that's what that show is for. If the questions aren't there, I will work with spirit as I always do, um, and give messages, but I prefer to have that more as a learning time. One of my greatest passions, folks, is teaching. You know, uh, I I believe that when the student is ready, the teacher will be there, and vice versa. Um, it's been a couple years since I have actually taught a class on purpose, um, but that's coming around because I know it's time. So, if you're interested in the classes, give us a private message or a shout out to either myself or Michelle Forsey. We'll be more than happy to get you the applications and the information there. It's a 30-week course, but we're doing it in 10-week segments. So you're only committing to 10 weeks. And with kids going back to school, maybe now's a good time for you to do something for yourself as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Join us with any number of the opportunities that we have going on with Open Circle, um, with the different programs that we're at. You're more than welcome to join us. And again, like I said, this tonight is actually the 1 year anniversary of our Facebook show, so we're kind of celebrating there. One last message here, real quick. Lori Burke. As I'm trying to close off, I got someone yanking on me saying I want to talk to her. Okay. Um, Lori, have patience. This woman is telling me that is one thing that you have lacked your entire life is patience. If you decide you want something, you want it yesterday. You're not willing to wait for it. Please don't get upset with the messenger here. I'm just giving it the way she sees you. And she wants you to know it's time to slow things down a little bit and start looking around. She loves you, she loves you tremendously. But she's saying that you're overlooking many people in your life at the pace that you're going. And she wants you to look closer at the people around you. Know that it's time for that. And it's time to deal with the realities of the present. She's here to help you. She's here to give you strength and encouragement, but most of all, the love that you need to go forward. Okay. God bless you, folks. Thanks for joining us. And again, hopefully, we'll see you again soon.